Rumi and how excited
Well,
you are?
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much. But, yeah.
Came together and shit. The Lord Chrisean, I was getting canceled and I was going through a Chrisean took it upon herself to come with me. And that made my whole day. I was going through the roughest time and everything, and she came,
Y'all suggest doing
You're a
flexing on
fucking goof who drank your baby.
Oh my god.
Bitch, you drank your baby to the grave.
Make me mad. Make me
That's
mad.
crazy.
Comparing Chrisean Rock's son Jr. to Beyoncé's son Sir Carter. Trying to figure out who hi all, the internet has officially reached a new level of wildness. Because now people are as it worse, and WHY Beyoncé is allegedly working overtime to protect Sir's future. From Chrisean dragging Jr. into chaotic live streams, to Beyoncé hiding Sir like a classified government file, to Kanye West hopping online saying the most disrespectful things imaginable. The internet is convinced something deeper is going on. So today, we're diving into the rumors, the drama, the speculation, and the absolute mess that has social media fighting in the comments. Because this is not just gossip, this is a full-blown internet investigation. Let's get into it. Let's be honest, if someone told you last year that the internet would one day be sitting around comparing Chrisean Rock's son, Jr., to Beyoncé's son, Sir Carter, you'd probably laugh in disbelief. But here we are, knee-deep in a conversation that nobody asked for, yet everybody suddenly has a PhD in. And it all started because people cannot mind their business when it comes to celebrity kids. Social media has no brakes, no seatbelt, no airbag, just chaos on wheels. Now, normally, Beyoncé's children are off limits. The BeyHive runs the internet like the digital secret service. You breathe wrong in Blue Ivy's direction and you'll get ratioed into oblivion. So the fact that people are even comparing Sir Carter to anyone, especially to Jr., whose mother, Chrisean, has made headlines for every reason under the sun shows you how far this conversation has spiraled? Let's break down how we even got here. It began with the usual online chatter about Jr., because Chrisean puts him on livestream constantly, sometimes when she's arguing, sometimes when she's roaming around random houses, sometimes when she's dragging him from place to place like he's a carry-on bag. People see him in chaotic environments, they form opinions, they make predictions, and the comments turn brutal quick. Meanwhile, Beyoncé, sis runs her household like an undercover military base. You would sooner find the nuclear codes than a public video of Sir Carter. Blue Ivy was practically grown before we saw her full personality. Rumi pops out here and there. But Sir? Beyoncé treats him like the lost manuscript of the Bible, protected, sealed, and heavily guarded. And because we live in the age of social media detectives with too much time, lack of public footage made people start speculating. Why don't we see Sir? Why does Beyoncé change her voice when speaking to him? Why does Miss Tina say he loves numbers and stays quiet? Every little crumb turned into a full conspiracy thread. But the turning point, the major spark that set the whole internet on fire, was Kanye West, who decided to hop online and recklessly tweet about Beyoncé's kids, making disrespectful comments that crossed every line imaginable. He posted things that were not just messy, they were downright vulgar and cruel, dragging Sir and Rumi into his personal drama. And as usual, instead of apologizing, he doubled down. He deleted the tweets not because he regretted them, but because he didn't want to lose his Twitter account. That moment opened the gates for a whole new wave of chatter. People who had never even seen Sir in motion suddenly started speaking like they had full diagnostic history. Fans began comparing him to Jr., who, again, it is constantly on display due to Chrisean's public lifestyle, which ranges from entertaining to chaotic to downright concerning depending on the day and who you ask. And that brings us to the viral claim people keep making. Junior's situation is way worse than Sir's. But here's the truth. None of the public knows anything for sure. What they do know is this. Chrisean puts Jr. online. Beyoncé hides Sir offline. And social media always judges whatever they can see, whatever they can't. People saw clips from recent live streams where Jr. looked confused, restless, or placed in the background while Chrisean argued, fought, or wandered around. They saw moments where he seemed overstimulated or handled roughly, and because the internet never holds back, the comments got dark and wild real quick. Meanwhile, with Sir, people only have controlled glimpses, carefully chosen photos, curated public appearances, calm interviews where Miss Tina mentions he's reserved and loves numbers, no messy lives, no chaos, no unpredictable environment. So the comparison isn't even about the kids themselves. It's about the environments the public sees. And that is why people started asking whether Beyoncé was hiding. Sir, because she doesn't want him judged the way Jr. is judged. Whether that theory is true or false, the internet doesn't care. They run with whatever fits the drama. As if that wasn't enough, people started rewinding old footage, zooming in on live stream screenshots, analyzing mannerisms like they're auditioning for the FBI. But the reality is simple. Some kids like calm. Some kids like noise. Some kids are shy. Some kids are energetic. Some kids developmentally flourish later. Some kids thrive privately. Every child is different. But social media wants a conclusion, a headline, a narrative. And when Beyoncé refuses to give them access, they build their own stories. Which leads us to the big question spiraling online right now. Is Beyoncé scared for Sir's future? Or is she simply doing what any mother with a massive platform would do, protecting her child from the vultures of the internet? Because, let's be real, if Kanye can publicly call children offensive names, if strangers can call Jr. a tragedy, if trolls can drag Blue Ivy, a literal child, for her looks, then Beyoncé's silence suddenly makes perfect sense. Now let's move deeper, because part 2 will get real. The public vs. private child, why the internet sees Jr. differently. The wildest part of this whole debate is how people analyze two completely different situations, like they're identical. Jr. is a child being raised in front of the world, willingly or not. Sir is a child being raised far away from the world. Two opposite environments. Two opposite parenting styles. Two opposite levels of exposure, and yet social media tries to compare them like they're contestants on some twisted talent show. Let's start with Jr. Chrisean's lifestyle is loud, emotional, dramatic, unpredictable, and her viewers love that. They don't tune in to watch peace. They tune in to watch mayhem. So naturally, when JR is WITH during these chaotic moments, people judge everything. His facial expressions, his movements, his restlessness, his confusion, his reactions to noise, his body language. But none of this proves anything. Kids get overwhelmed. Kids get overstimulated. Kids get tired being dragged around. Kids act differently in chaos. Still, the internet doesn't focus on nuance, it focuses on viral. Meanwhile, Sir is the complete opposite case. Beyoncé has structured her life so her children are rarely, if ever, exposed to the chaos she deals with in the entertainment industry. She controls their narrative with the precision of a Fortune 500 PR team. So even though people speculate about Sir's quietness or shyness, they don't have any of the unfiltered footage they have of Jr., and that difference alone shapes public perception. But the narrative really escalated when Miss Tina revealed Sir loves numbers and quiet time. Social media instantly turned that into a whole diagnosis thread. Even though being introverted and liking counting is literally normal for thousands of kids, yet the internet never wants normal. It wants a headline. The harsher comments about Jr. often stem not from his actual behavior, but from people's judgment of Chrisean's behavior. When viewers see her yelling, partying, crying, fighting, or moving wildly, they project that environment onto Jr. They assume it impacts him more than the public knows. Whether that's true or not is not for strangers to decide. On the other hand, Beyoncé's carefully controlled silence creates mystery, and mystery creates theories. The less people see, the more they project. And that is why the comparison keeps spiraling. People don't actually know Sir. People don't actually know Junior. They only know what social media lets them see. Which brings us to part 3. The real reason Beyoncé stays silent. Here's the truth. Nobody wants to admit Beyoncé is not hiding Sir because she's scared for his future. She's hiding Sir because she's scared of the public. And honestly, it makes sense. The internet called Blue Ivy ugly when she was literally a toddler. Trolls mocked her features. They compared her hair to nonsense. They made jokes that grown adults should be ashamed of typing. So imagine exposing another child, one who is quieter, more reserved, more private, to that same audience. Beyoncé said, "No thanks." Meanwhile, Chrisean shares everything: the highs, the lows, the chaos, the vulnerability, the messy moments. And when you show everything, people judge everything. So the internet's comparison isn't really about the kids. It's about the exposure. Junior equals public chaos, Sir equals private secrecy, and people always assume the worst of both. The conclusion? Both kids deserve privacy. Both kids deserve peace. Both kids deserve to grow without strangers diagnosing them from TikTok comments. But in this digital era, mystery breeds conspiracy, chaos breeds criticism, and celebrity children get caught in the crossfire. Before we wrap this up, let me make something very clear. Conversations like these only get loud, messy, and viral because yes, you're watching right now, keep the real questions alive. And honestly, I love it. Because when the internet is confused, curious, and ready to dig deeper, that's when Secret Scoop does what we do best. That's when Secret Scoop does what we do best. Uncover the stories everybody else is too scared to talk about. But listen, as much as we dive into celebrity drama, it's important to remember that these are real children, real families, and real situations behind the headlines. We're here to break down the rumors, the speculation, the timelines, the contradictions, not to attack innocent kids or pretend we know what happens behind closed doors. What we do is expose the conversations the public is already having, shine a light on the things celebrities try to hide, and bring you the raw, unfiltered truth as the internet sees it. So if you want more deep dives like this, more Hollywood secrets, more celebrity chaos, more social media investigations, and more jaw-dropping drama that makes you pause the video like, wait, what? Then this is your moment. Don T, just watch. Join the family. Before you scroll away, hit that like button like you're shutting down the haters. Smash that subscribe button so hard Beyoncé feels it from her private island. And turn on notifications so the minute another scandal drops, you're the first to know long before the blogs catch up. Trust me, the next story. Oh, it's even messier than this one. You do not want to miss it. This is Secret Scoop, where the truth stays juicy and the drama never sleeps. I'll see you in the next video.